Hello, hello, hello. Well, I'm back with another video. My name is Pastor Merlin Boyd, and my channel is called Nuggets for Life. Please thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe. Again, thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe. Well, I thought I'd come on here and bring another video. This was in my spirit about a storm. And many of us are in a storm right now. Some of us are in a storm because we didn't even do anything to get into the storm. But other people cause us to be in a storm. Have you ever been in a storm because somebody else did something and you had no idea that the storm was brewing? But the storm, when you set out that morning, you set out to go shopping. Maybe you set out to go to school, go to work. Perhaps you set out to go to the grocery store. You had no idea that trouble was where you were going. It looked like everything was going good before you left the house. But then some unexpected things start to happen. I'm going somewhere. Some person decided that they wanted to come in and rob the store while you were in it. Perhaps you were at the doctor's office, minding your own business, and someone came in there trying to steal drugs or to fight the doctor. You were minding your own business. And something unexpected happened, causing trouble. That's a storm. Storms come in our life, and it will cause us to get wet. Sometimes it will cause you to be drenched. Your hair is full of water. Your clothes are full of water. Sometimes a storm brings a flood. Some people may lose their lives because of a flood. Storms happen so fast. But the thing about it is that storms don't last long. Storms can come in and do something horrific real quick. Leave damage real quick. Sometimes storms are sent because of disobedience. I can prove it. Because Jonah was supposed to go to Nineveh. God had told him, Jonah was a prophet, and God told him to go to Nineveh, prophesy and preach to Nineveh, because Nineveh was a sinful place, a wicked place. And God wanted Jonah to go to Nineveh to preach against that city, in hopes that when Jonah got through preaching, that the people would repent and God would forgive them. But Jonah did not want God to rescue Nineveh. Jonah was full of pride. Jonah thought he was better than Nineveh, and he did not want to go do what God had called him to do. We sometimes get like that. We don't want to go to the low place that we think they don't deserve mercy or grace. They don't deserve compassion. We think they deserve to die. And God is saying, I want to give them a chance to get it together. Because we serve a forgiving God. We serve a God that can give you chance after chance. But sometimes as believers, we get conceited, high-minded, and we want to take God's position and decide who can be forgiven, who can receive mercy, and who can receive grace. I'm so glad that God is God, a compassionate God. So Jonah gets on the ship. He gets a ticket, he buys a ticket, and he gets on the ship and he goes in the opposite direction, Tarshish. He goes to Tarshish. He's on this boat and he's sailing. He's sailing on the boat. The boat was riding along fine. And all of a sudden, after Jonah gets his ticket, he gets on the boat or the ship, and he goes down in the bottom of the ship, and he begins to fall asleep. By this time, God is angry. He's angry because he had given Jonah command, and Jonah decided, I'm running away from God. Do we have some people out there today that's running from God, like Jonah? You know God has been calling you to do some things. God has given you an assignment to go somewhere, to talk to some people, to heal some people, to deliver some people, to lead some people to Christ. But you think that you're too big to go into the low places, the dirty places, the places that nobody else wants to go. You don't want to go, so you decide to take off running in another direction. Jonah knew he couldn't hide from God. Why would he even think about that? But he goes, he's at the bottom of the ship. And as soon as he gets on the ship, a storm arises. It's beating against the ship. It's an awful storm. It's causing the ship to go back and forth, up and down. The storm is violent. And the sailors that was on the ship looked at each other and said, what is going on? Who is on here that shouldn't be on here? They had sense enough to know. They had checked the forecast before they left, and it was not supposed to be a storm. So they knew when they saw Jonah get on that ship, somebody on this ship is out of order. Somebody on this ship is not supposed to be here. They go down and they call Jonah up and they tell him, you come on up and you start praying to your God so that the storm can cease. Who are you and where you come from? What are you doing on here? Who are you? They knew he was somebody that would cause God to get angry and the seas to get angry. Who are you? Jonah says, it's me. The storm is here because of me. Just throw me overboard and the storm will cease. Throw me overboard and the storm will cease. Wow. Throw me overboard and the storm will cease. He knew why he was going through that storm. And he caused a whole lot of other people to go through the storm because he was prideful. He was selfish. So he says, throw me overboard. Now I thought, why would you tell them to throw you overboard? You should have jumped yourself because you were the one out of order. Sometimes you have to throw some people overboard. Sometimes you got to throw some people off the ship. Sometimes you have to throw some people out of your life. Jonah said, throw me overboard. And the storm will cease. When you throw that thing that's messing with your life, that's causing you to be in a storm, when you throw it overboard, the storm will cease. The storm will cease. When you throw that thing that's causing confusion in your life, that's causing you to be filled with anxiety, that's causing you to worry, that thing that's got you all upset, that thing that treats you real bad, disrespects you, dishonors you, talk bad to you, won't help you, won't give you anything, won't love you like you need to be loved, throw it overboard. If you throw it overboard, the storm will cease. Throw it overboard and watch the storm cease. Throw it overboard. Throw it overboard. See you in the next video.